What, you didn't know that there's a dress code for this event? Ah, well, it's a good thing I can't see you. I'm just kidding. How's everybody doing? How are you all? Let me see this. A minute late, huh? Really? Really? High and left immediately. You know how it makes you wait. You know how it keeps you on the edge of your seat. And we know how to bring him back. So, don't you worry. Never allowed in Colorado again. Well, too bad I applied for citizenship. Too bad I applied for a Colorado citizenship when I was there. Oh man, you might be seeing a lot more of me in the coming year. Sorry about that, dude. I mean, okay, I'll take that. I'll accept that. The only boxers look on a Sunday, at least Sunday evening. No, my hair will never be tied. My hair. Let me preface. My hair will never be tied. Actually, the last outfit is going to be the the specialized cook-off outfit from now on. Although if we had done it on a Sunday, this might have been an exception. I'll take the pen. Have you ever considered getting a geology degree so you could identify if you had any stones in you? That might be it. Might be it. You might be pulling out little silt or sand-sized particles out of there. Tomorrow, no inverse. Not after tonight. Definitely not after tonight. I wonder if he did. He says Saturday. I wonder if he thinks Saturday is tomorrow. I absolutely am not putting that past him. Being what, 2 days off? I had purple, not pink though. What are you special want me to be want to see me in the pink suit? Imaginary Morty pink suit? I mean, if you wouldn't mind donating one, sending a suit on over in a you know in a suitcase, suit package, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, he has dropped mentions about that here and there. He keeps talking about the grand day he's gonna start his YouTube channel back up again, which he's been talking about since, oh, I don't know, 2021, 2, something like that. I remember one time he wanted to be a male advice channel or something. It was kind of in the Tate era. But hey, in an era of Tate, I'd watch, I'd listen to Satcon's advice, no doubt. No, he is. He still is. But he keeps talking about this one day, this one great day where things are gonna change. Can they change? Well, I'm good with how it is now. Where's the donation link? Inverse, are you concerned? Do I look red? Do I look flushed? Or do I look pale as usual? I don't know. Inverse keeps telling me to drink water. You know, at least he's not telling me to show feet or something. So I will be right back. Don't you worry. I'll get the water. It'll be fine. It'll be all right, Inverse. It'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna make Inverse happy. Got the good Gerolsteiner. It'll be all right. There's a little something in there from before. Don't need to know about that. I'm not day drinking. You know, because you got it. Where am I going to get that? Inverse, please cite the source for drop the link where you get that at. Or assuming I have some around my house. Oh man, he's Xavier. Of course, he's trying to as soon as he gets the first chance he can see. Wanting to bring Jack into the howdy circle. Cat and Jack into the howdy circle. How about it? Yo, Kyle. How you doing, buddy? Good to seeing you back around here. How you been, man? Yes, Casey, I think it was too. Oh, you know this specifically? Inverse? Anime convention? Is that where it's going to be? That's one stereotype I've never heard of, but that's where I'm going to get it. Hey man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Kyle. It's been one of the most productive days of the week, oddly enough, and I'm just hoping to get more of that in. Busy summer. It's gonna be a busy summer, but there's gonna be prep. Part of it is the prep for the main central event. I know Inverse. I mean, I'd look at the train schedules around your area. You know, see which ones are maybe coming around here. See which ones are you can successfully hop on the back without them knowing. I think most of the box cars are locked nowadays, but I mean those gondola cars. I mean those are probably best bet. I mean they've got those ladders on either side. You can easily hop up into them, or a hopper car. Just got to make sure to not get mixed in with the load when they dump it. So, yeah, Inverse is raring to go. Yeah, we're gonna. I have a feeling everyone's here is going to show up in some fashion. Just keep the howdy between. You know what? Actually, second thought, no. Bring Jack and Kat into the howdy circle, Morty. Please do that. Just so I can get some of that, like, just so I can get that weight taken off of me. Yeah, by all means, involve them. Be joining today. Why? It seems like you're on a pace kick today. Have you been on your mind? Either way, this is just a little break between the business. I was hoping this was going to be SatCon and I's cook-off night, but I cannot tell you what happened there. Maybe he'll show up tomorrow thinking tomorrow's Saturday, and we can maybe have it then, even. Why no? None of them are here. None of them are here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, people have done this to me before. Yep. Like, you just can't just ask. They don't know how to. You know what? You get a pass. Hold on. There you are. Now there's a mod in the chat. It's always the way. It's always the way that people ask for mod. But you get a pass. If you're looking for a moderator, there one is. Tell us Morty. Tell us Morty. He's just a little guy. If you're looking for the backstory of Morty, he's just a little guy. Came from the rough streets of WeHo, and got caught up in some unfortunate drinking business at the infamous Foxfire Room. And seeking an escape, he sought me and my community. got involved in some, well, a little less than risky business on the internet, and but he for the past couple months he's been trying to make a full return back to a good, well-standing citizen. So, I mean, that's pretty much the rundown. I mean, there's a lot more details. I mean, he's trying to bring everyone into his howdy circle. I think he just needs friends. But he is, in the near future, going to be working over at my coffee plantation when I get that started. It's going to be regular attendee at my garage church also when I get that started. So, if that's what you were asking, Casey, that's the story, Morty. Welcome, very welcome, Cat. Good to be seeing you around here. See, Morty approves. Yep. You can put that on your resume. Just have that be your resume. But anyway, I don't think you will. I don't think you will. I trust you. I trust you with that ability. But I guess starting us off here, so we can get it out of the way, because these things always get shafted. Usually get shafted. Inverse has a video that he wanted us to watch today. Let's see, I don't have Discord open on here. I'll just go there manually on YouTube. Where's the thing he... Okay. The Grant Herring one. It looks a little bit questionable. I'm not making any promises I'm going to watch the whole thing.
History.
Oh. Okay, right. We're off to a good start. Video first. I've got this one pulled up. All right, does it matter? Are they serialized? Does it mess up the canon? I shouldn't think it does. All right.
This is a sad moment in history. I think we finally found the sketchiest pill that has ever been made in the history of the universe and forever time times infinity.
Very important.
Okay, now...
Dude, I'm already watching this. Am I going to get spoiled? Is there going to be major spoilers in this video?
Use actual sentences that mean things. This thing looks sketch as heck. I got this at a Asian grocery store in Delaware County, and I'm keeping the location of that store a secret because I fear retaliation. When I saw this thing, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Like, this is just exceptionally creative, and I will be trying it here today, and I'm going to see if some of my friends want to try it as well. Typically, they either say yes and then don't do it, or they just laugh at me and then run around and tell everyone in the neighboring neighborhoods what I had just asked them to do. So, alright, let's take a look at this thing.
I can't
figure out
find what
what's
other video you
in
wanted me
it,
to watch.
and see if it does anything.
Oh, did you put it
I'm
in there?
Grant Harding. I'm a licensed pharmacist in 4 states, and I like to review quirky little medications for you guys.
Oh, there you go.
And also sketchy ones. And this one takes the cake. This is the sketchiest thing
No,
I've ever
I'm
seen
never-
in my life. So let's
Okay,
look at
I
this
might
and
actually
see what
throw up.
happens. A wise man.
I just looked at that thumbnail closely.
Sketchy if it's
Hold
super
it.
reflective everywhere. Nobody
I'm actually
ever
gonna
told me that, but I
get
think
that. I'm
that's a
gonna
good
take
rule
this
of thumb.
out of my
Look at
server.
this thing.
I'm probably going to URL
Some
ban
English
this.
characters, mostly Chinese. We have a clock that points to a time of the day that doesn't really make sense. I guess it's like 11:01, maybe? I don't know. No clue what this is supposed to say. There's some characters in this little reflecty thing. 500 milligrams.
There we are.
Of what? Is that a proper dose? Nobody knows. On the back, it glitters like
Okay,
a
can we
disco
skip-
ball, and I
can we skip
suspect
through a little
this
bit?
is so that you get blinded and then accidentally pick this up, and if I use counterfeit ones, I will bear the consequences. Heavens to Betsy. I love it. Excellent. Thickening, enlargement, and delayed type. Okay.
What?
Oh my gosh. Take a look at this at the bottom. Miraculous effects. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's got this cool little indentation here, like a diamond on the wolf's tongue. That's pretty cool. On the back, nobody knows what this says. Like, it just really doesn't translate. Oh, there we got a little bit.
Okay, yes, it does have
New
an
version of
ASMR
Wolf
channel.
1, the anti-counter. Okay, we get it. It's anti-counterfeiting.
Okay.
all this stuff-
You know, I thought this segment wasn't gonna last very long, so I'm glad we got that out of the way and didn't save this for the end. It'll give us more time to forget this ever happened. You know what we need to watch instead? We watched this last time, but wait, what? Oh, I closed that tab. I know what we need to watch instead. We need to watch what we watched last time, just to kind of clear the palate a little bit. Wait, can I still go to that tab? I can't. Inverse, how often do you watch the stuff? Inverse, what do you do in a regular day? Like, what does a regular day look like for you? If it's too long to type in the chat, you can call in and explain it. But I have a feeling it might not be that long. You know what it is.
So this is the newlywed couple here, and they're showing their love for each other by lovemaking. Lovemaking just means making each other feel loved. How do you make a person feel loved? Well, you give them kisses and hugs, and you hope.
Man, that lady just asked a loaded. I didn't ever even. That did not register to me until now. Like, I've seen this so many times. This is just now registered to me. How do you make someone feel loved? And the loaded question that just went right over my head. Man. getting me thinking. Yeah, I mean, that's at least it's distracting us. I mean, if you come up with an idea by the end of this, feel free to put it in there. Because we're all dying to know. We are all dying to know.
Close. But between a man and a woman, it's a bit different. Because when they hold each other really close and give a long kiss and a warm hug, they tell each other that they're beautiful and everything like that. And they also have a bit of a laugh because they are the best of friends. And then something happens. In a very short time, because they're so close, the man feels his penis becoming erect, that's straight, hard, and the sperm coming down into it, like it did when he had a wet dream. Now, while the sperm is coming into the man's penis, the woman's body is getting ready to receive the sperm.
Still not mature enough to watch this.
It's amazing, how God made it. Because while they're making love and being happy together, the woman feels her vagina becoming kind of slippery inside. So that
wait, hers just like is delayed?
And out. No trouble. So he slips his penis into her vagina, gives her the sperm.
So it's like,
then
happens
she
kind of
has
after
the
the
sperm.
fact.
Then the penis slips out, and that's all. And that's called sexual intercourse. Some people call it having sex. So the man passes the sperm to the woman, and now his sperm is in her. Maybe you're wondering if a mistake could be made and a man could pass water instead of semen and sperm.
I've always been concerned, like, what if she could be filled with Gerolsteiner? I could pass water. Thinking of Gerolsteiner up. Oh no, that must be so uncomfortable. Pass water. This I have like. I could pass Gerolsteiner. Oh. Carbonation. Oh, that give you the bends or something. Yeah. Please clear this up, lady. I've always been concerned about that.
Intercourse. But that can't happen because there's a valve which closes to stop the urine coming when sexual intercourse is taking place.
A valve?
Now, possibly you're saying to yourself, oh, I'll never do that. It's awful.
So, when you one day become incontinent, is the one fix for that everyone's ignoring is just like calling a plumber? Fix that valve? Could that be it?
Because
That'd be
thinking
the
about it first,
solution?
it sounds very strange. But God has made it really lovely. An exciting and pleasant feeling.
Thank you, Grandma. We really needed that. I can't. I am not mature enough to even watch that. Oh man. Anyway, I've got some cool photos here. I think they're cool, at least. Do I have any videos? Are they still importing? They might still be importing. No, there they are. Sticks, Anvers. I'm being dead serious. Think of the consequences. Think of the consequences. You might not know that that could actually go somewhere. That could actually go somewhere. I don't want to see where that's going to go. So, never do that. Never do that because I think it's better to play it safe. Still have that end frame up. Love to gatekeep. Gatekeep. I'd be gatekeeping it if it was something of mine. No, I'm just. It's prevention. Prevention from some bad things that can happen. Pretend you didn't know what whisking technique everyone was talking about. Just explain it to me. Explain to me. I must be so used to it. I must be so used to all the baking that I never do to not notice. But no, I whisk eggs every morning. But yeah, apparently you need to break it down to me. Yeah, I could stop him going to the butt bar and straight to his laptop. And you held it with both hands. Oh, yeah. I mean, oh yeah. But that was because the bowl Steven gave me was on the smaller side. And if I whisked it with the full arm, then there's increased risk of spilling the contents. I don't know how you call it. Shorthand whisking? I don't know. That's what you do when you ain't got a big bowl. Well, you're welcome. And now you know what to do if you're only provided a small bowl for whisking. automatic. Well, I wasn't even going for that. But yeah, if your mixer's not working, just do that. So get the bread hook, your dough hook, do it yourself. You know, what did they do before the invention of stand mixers? But at least I wasn't Jack pretending to not know what Duddent was. Now that had me stressing. That had me stressing too, because Papa Quar was right there, and he was stressing, and I was stressing, you know. But next time I'm there, I will check the oven. Just to be safe, I might just scrub the oven out before then. Dressing up anything eventful? It's Sunday, man. Need I say anything more? It's Sunday. You know, and there's this event. This is the event. You know, it's not the only event that's happened today, but this is. It's Sunday. I'm streaming. Why not? Oven is still doing it. I'm telling you, like, you got that. Whatever spilled down on there, you're gonna need to get like some hydrogen peroxide and like a loofah to scrub that stuff out. Because I remember we were trying to get that out, but nothing was happening. There was what looked to be little burnt French fry tips at the bottom, but I don't think that was it. There's kind of like a waxy stain on the bottom. But you should, you should do a test. You should have Papa Quar make shepherd's pie again, and then cook something in there afterwards. Confirm if your theory was true. Exactly, Kyle. Exactly. I mean, this is coming from me, who, in the school semesters, this is every day. But there's never going to be a shortage of it in a given week. But yeah, you all need some like hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, something and a big loofah sponge or something. Scrub that stuff out of there. Alright, well, I think probably I only had window capture on instead of screen capture, so got that set up. I don't like Steven get a scrub. Like Steven scrub it. He won the cook-off. He shouldn't have to scrub. He shouldn't be made to scrub. Or even like scrub it with his hair or something. Oh, and by the way, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. No joke at all. But when I gave Steven that noogie, afterwards my knuckles were moist. Not making that up at all. Not going for a bit, like I might usually do, but I'm truly being dead serious. My knuckles were moist. You know what? I wonder if he even has naturally curly hair. I wonder if it's just the lack of washing or something. No, it was not hair gel. I mean, I know how I used to use hair gel. I know how that feels. Hair gel makes your hair crunchy. I know, mine are moist. They're moist. I don't know. And obviously I put conch in my hair, but no, my fingers are a little bit of a waxiness, but not a moistness. Yeah, Bree, it's time to hose down the big dog. Hose down that big dog of yours. Out back. Get the power washer. You clean your oven with a diaper. All right, that's frugality 101. That's ingenuity 101. Or that's we're gonna forget that ever happened 101. Uses muscle arms to good use. Oh, man. Yeah, use it. Get those to good use in preparation for using them against Jacob Goldie. Man, I was just were you all not visualizing that in your head as it was happening? Him trying to take down Steven. Oh man, that'd be great for the channel. If he comes. If he comes and him and Faith are gonna share a rental car, they're gonna fly together. And it's gonna depend on how many people end up coming, but basement's free and open. Yard's free and open. The roof's free and open. You know? Deck's free and open. Got plenty of good deck furniture. So, I don't think anybody is going to have to be using any kind of hotel, motel, anything like that. You know, this is a convenience trip. I mean, this is going to be the amount of money that's not going to have to be spent on this trip for all these guests. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. I couldn't see myself not taking that. Jacob's like the one guy skinnier than me. Like his legs are about the width of my wrists. And I'm not just saying that. He's sent for some reason he sent a picture of himself sitting in a lecture hall of just his legs. So, you know what? You know, it'll be a field trip for him. It'll be a field trip. It's going to be shown in museums. The footage is going to be shown in museums for generations to come. Steven his own car's apron. I want to get him a Batmobile apron. You know, it's the least he can do after he sold me the Batmobile for parts. I'm making a dune buggy out of it. Making a dirt road dune buggy out of his Batmobile. I hope Papa Quire approves, since he's the one who built it. I don't know that, but I assume. But anyway, we're going to go ahead with what I've been trying to show you all. So, as some of you may know, I was out west in the hills, on the prairies and the hills, with the rounders and the sheriffs. Out there with the jackrabbits and the prairie dogs. out there with a good pair of boots and no hat, but sunscreen. Sunscreen. And it looked a little something like this. Once I transition the screen. Something like that. There's the train, the Durango and Silverton we're driving next to. Do I have a shot of the locomotive? I don't know if I do here, but there we go. Well, there's a climbing the hill. This is just out of town in Durango, and it's starting its climb. But yeah, this is, I believe that's on the way. Yeah, it's on the way to Silverton. On the $1 Million Highway, that mountain pass. Driving through there is almost gives you the feeling of, should I even be here? Like, how am I able to traverse this mountain range? It's really amazing. Got that summer weather, snow-capped peaks. And look, you see the things. Look at that contrast. The green at the bottom here. That snow on top. One of the many reasons that this is a state I like. The state that I will miss. That I already do miss, and I will be going back. And I'll be making some more frequent trips out there. But yeah, that's driving through Silverton. There's that one too. I think that might be the same. That could be the same peak, but from a different angle, because that road just winds all around. I mean, I think the previous photo was taken, beyond that this hill with the pine trees. So I think that just that from a different angle. Chatty, where are you up there? Got out for a little bit, and it's amazing. It's one of the one places that you can just get out there in your short sleeves, and the snow is still there. It's not melted much. It's kind of icy, but, or maybe, you know what? Maybe it's just coming from the warm climate down below and then coming up there that it's not that jarring. You get up there and you just have short sleeves on. You don't notice too much of a difference because I guess the temperature just gradually changes. I think that might be it, because no way could it be the same temperature as it was at the bottom of the mountains. But it kind of felt like it was. But yeah, it's kind of weird, like bodily illusion. Makes you think you're in the same kind of temperature. Oh yeah. This is, I don't know how high exactly this is, but we're going to get higher. We are going to get higher than this. You'll see. Yeah, this is in Silverton, I believe. Yep. Yeah, this is where Silverton near Uray, where all that iron starts leaking through. See all this red? That's iron leaking through the hillside. Iron oxide. Man, the bobsledding you could do off these hills up here, all these sand patches, that might be the plan for the future visit. That might be my plan for the next time I go out there. Like, who needs the Alpine slide? That's going to be the Alpine slide. That's the real Alpine slide. Just get on I don't know, you could use like a paper grocery bag. Just send yourself down there. But of course, gotta take a photo of one of our samples out there. This is a little section of the Animas River. This is a conglomerate if I've ever seen one. I don't know exactly what all is in there. But, you know, this is just another reason why I need to spend more time out there analyzing all this. How I could have gotten there. Alright. This is up at Animas Forks. The highest I've ever been. And I believe this is where the Animas River starts. Coming from all the melted snow off the mountain, you can see that waterfall back there. And it just comes trickling down and becomes a big wild river. But yeah, this is one. I think this is just one of the little waterfalls that feeds into it, but it's not the exact start. I think we're going to get to that shortly. But this is really interesting because the hills around here, I mean, this is up about 11,000 feet. Casey, come to the party, and it's all yours, man. It'll be all yours. But it was grassy here, up 11,000 feet, just about. Obviously, you can see there are some rocky patches, but this is not what I expected to see. All this grass out here, this high up, and a strange lack of trees. Yes, okay, yeah, I didn't notice that this picture was blurry. Yeah, I took this when we were driving up there, but still nice anyways. You can see what's going on. I will, Coleman. You going with me? You can come back up the mountain with me, Coleman? Yeah, it's about time you get out of the south, man. Get out west, get up the mountains, man. Telling me to get back up there? You ain't been down there. You live at, the altitude difference. The altitude difference between you and I right now, it's immeasurable, man. So, don't tell me to get back up there. At least come with me next time. Yeah, I was also taken through a window. You can see it's oddly grassy out there. Does not look like it'd be in the same state as what we'd seen a couple photos earlier. But yeah, there's all the snow. That's at the top. That's up 11,000 feet. I'm telling you, you can see the road. You can see the road that we drove up all the way down there. Just keeps going down. But yeah, I could stay up there. I could stay up there for a couple days. I don't know how long I could stay up there, but I felt like I could. I didn't feel like coming down from there. You know, there's just what they call the sound of silence. That's what you get out there. You know, just sound of nothing else but the air. You know, not even a lot of birds. Not a lot of birds out there. Just the air. I mean, I've not experienced peaceful until I went there. I mean, just looking at it, you can tell that, but being there. I don't know if you can spell out peaceful any bolder. As was these people's ideas, because there was whoever it was decided to build a little town out here, and for, I think, mostly for mining purposes. This is an old mine building up here. There are several mines down here around the area, but these people came here, I think, specifically for the mining, but soon found out this wasn't the most convenient area to live. It wasn't the most resourceful either. I don't know how much you can exactly grow up there. And little cloistered community. I mean, it seems kind of ideal on paper, but once you start considering the practicality, you start having some second thoughts, which these people evidently did when after they built this and decided to move way out of there. But yeah, all these buildings are in surprisingly good condition for being however old they are. I try to go to Denver for the first time in September. You ain't gonna get any of this out in Denver, man. Why do you want to go to Denver? And at least you can say hi to Sasak for me, right there. But actually, this is closer to you than Denver. Actually, this is up in I don't know if it's technically in Eureka, but it's close to Eureka. Just north of Silverton. So yeah, come up here, man. Come up here and go to Denver if you want that city life. Nothing against Denver. When I was there, it was very nice. I've heard only good things about it. You know, good for being a big city. But the areas outside of Denver, especially when you start climbing up the hills, and the city looks tiny, that was my favorite part of it. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't be telling me you're some kind of Nancy, man. I mean, I understand that, and as I'll explain in a minute, I got a little bit affected by this altitude, but man, come on, man. You ever heard of morale building, character building? Come on, man, break all the stereotypes. Or prove them, but, have experience trying, This is going to be the new vlog. Coleman and Sir Monster take electric unicycles up the snowy mountain peaks of Colorado. That's what I want to see, and I think that's what everyone here would like to see as well. That's what we've all been waiting for. Come on, you gotta do it. Don't remain cloistered and scared over there in your lowlands. You gotta do it, man. New Jersey, what do you know about New Jersey, Casey, Xavier, Morty, whatever? What do you know about New Jersey? I don't know of much that interests me, quite frankly. But yeah, I was standing upon that old mine building up here. And then right by that building was this, which is the mine entrance, which had been sealed off. I mean, I technically could have cracked open that grate there, crawled in, weaseled my way in. But hey, next time, you and me, Colin, we're going in there, going mine exploring. Weaseling our way down the mine shafts. Morty says, I know more than you of New Jersey. I know more than you of New Jersey. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you for telling us, Morty. Ain't specified what more is. I'm not specifying what me of New Jersey means. But thank you for that info, man. Yeah, Captain Carrick, you know, that you're gonna have no neighbors out there, no annoying neighbors. Just move into one of these houses, maybe take the big one, for example, and just have your rabbits roam around there. Weasel their way around those old mine shafts. They're gonna be rabbit holes now. That'd be perfect. Move out of wherever you're at now. Go up there when nobody else is around. I see that as a good plan. You know, there's no electrical connection out there, so no cords they can chew. Definitely not any cords they can chew. Got plenty of grass out there. Yeah, I mean, that'll be perfect for you and them. Oh, yeah, there's a goat. There's a goat. Capture that on our way down. There's a couple of them, but I might have only been able to catch that guy. They're going up there so fast. I mean, these things are out of this world. The gravity defying that they do. I mean, they can walk up like smooth 90-degree mountainsides somehow. Like, not even cats can do that. I don't know, but seeing these guys in person was amazing. You can see that guy, he's in mid-bound. Just ran straight up that rock edge there. Oh, and you get that kind of sunset out there. Not anything like we get out here. I don't know why we're deprived of that kind of thing out here, but that's what you get out there. That's what you get out there, and that ain't even the half of what I've seen. Had pictures from when I was out there in 2013, and man, it just looked like somebody just painted a bunch of orange pastel streaks across the sky. No, it don't, Avier, whatever, Xavier, however you pronounce it. No, Avier, you're not Avier, whatever. That's your new name, Avier. No, Avier. You're not gonna do any You're not gonna do any thunder stealing today. I almost said stunder stealing, and I'm turning into Owen. You don't mind, whatever that means. No, you're not gonna do any thunder stealing today. Oh, I can't just appreciate what's out there. Always got to make it about your home turf. Nah, man. And don't press your luck. I believe that was all I had. Yep. Xavier, what about a Xavier? Will you respond to that name? Oh, and I had some videos too. That's. Hold on. I did have some videos. Oh yeah, and I took a video when I was up there at the Animus Forks. Yeah, man, I cannot recommend it enough. I cannot recommend that enough, Josh. Kyle. Getting confused with Josh Flores. I don't know why. Yeah, man, when you're out there, make sure you get you plan your trip to so you're out there a real good amount of days, a long amount of time you're out there. Because if you're only there for a short amount, you're going to be missing it when you go back. I mean, I think that's the case for most places I visited, but that one especially. I always wanted to visit a ghost town, Josh. Yeah, well, I mean, for the historical aspect of it, yeah, but you shouldn't want to be seeing any ghosts out there. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you do. I think ghosts are scared of me, actually. Spanish sounds nice. Well, at least I'm not saying Garnecia. Be glad I'm not saying Garnecia. Or Garcia. But yeah, I did have some videos. Here's this one. This place, we had to do some off-roading. We had to do some off-roading to get to this place. Just for the shot. Just for the sake of getting this shot. It's coming. Thing is, when you're setting up these shots, you don't know how far away it actually is. Because it's echoey. It's quite echoey out there. So you don't know how long this thing's going to be from you. And you get cricket sounds at like 10:30 a.m. up there. It's coming, I promise. It was one over in Eureka. I was checking out a mine over in Eureka. Then I had to go dash down the hill. I believe it was a pine tree. Some kind of pine tree. There she is. Yeah, they do inverse. Yeah, that's, Derangement Silverton narrow gauge. That is one of the most authentic preserved railways you're going to go to, because those same engines are pulling the same rolling stock, riding on the same track, going on the same route that they've gone on for. I mean, I don't know exactly how old number 482 is, but I mean, you're talking 1800s, definitely. But you get to see. I mean, that's history that that never really stopped. Just same operations, still going since the 1800s. And I didn't ride on this one this time. I did once. Quite pricey. Rightfully so, because maintaining one steam locomotive is enough, but having several out there that they still run and maintenance all the time on a long stretch of track, I can get a little costly, especially as we move into the future. But I rode it once, and this time was just dedicated to chasing around, getting some good shots of it. Which this is by far not the only one I got, but I'm probably gonna post this one and the others to YouTube or Facebook. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna post them somewhere. Xavier says, "Stick even wiser than Sir Monster." Oh, do you look up to me? Do you look up to me as wise, Xavier? Is that it? Absolutely, Inverse. I joined Facebook last year, so I could use Facebook Marketplace. But I got so much content on my hands that I might as well. But let's keep going here. What's the next one? Okay. I thought this was. Okay, I imported the wrong one, but I may try to import that one so you can see it. But I witnessed two locomotives from the 1800s almost have a head-on collision. I thought that was the video that I imported, but it was a different one. I might try to import that so you can see that, because I got it all on video. Yeah, and I don't use it for anything else, but I might have to start. Getting some of this content on my hands. This content's out here. It's burning a hole in my pocket, burning a hole in my my hard drive. Josh, please fill us in on what's the appropriate outfit. What's the lineup? What's the hip lineup? What do you wear to church? That's what I'd like to know. What do you wear to church? What does Josh Calderon wear to his church? I could probably guess what kind of church you go to. But yeah, well, let's see it. Post a church fit. Post your church fit, man. And remember, I'm not just a church goer. I'm the church pianist. So what do you expect your church pianist to wear? Casey was the wisest person I'll meet and meant to say. I don't know if you're providing backstory for that New Jersey comment or what. A button-up shirt and some slacks. Right on, Utah style. Utah style, if you know what I mean. Slacks. Might those slacks potentially be khakis? Be a button-up shirt and some slacks. Am I not wearing that? Not wearing a button-up shirt and some slacks? Or do you consider these trousers? These trousers. Oh, they're slick slacks. But yeah, man, that's just the template. That's basically your underwear. When you're going around in just a button-up shirt and some slacks, you're in your underwear. You're in your, especially if it's just a plain white, and you're going around in your underwear. That's just the template. I mean, we have collars for a reason. You know, collars for a reason that we're meant to hold in ties. Pants, trousers, slacks, they're made to match jackets. And, also, suspenders are your friends. Suspenders are there to be your friends, to be your best friends, in case all else fails. They're there for you. And you cannot ever leave never leave your lapel hole undecked. Cannot ever. If your jacket doesn't have one, that's fine. I understand, but if it does, it's just there sitting there with nothing through it. I mean, why not be complete? Also, Josh, what kind of shoes do you wear? What kind of shoes do you wear, huh? That's the real question. That's gonna be a real test. What kind of shoes you wear at church? AS6. You get it. See, Josh, even the Swedes get it. Come on, man. From Utah, even the Swedes get it. Jazz sticks, I never leave home without it. It's either here or on my belt. Anyway, I think Josh might be ghosting us, but I'll see if I can get that that video I was talking about. The trains almost colliding. So the thing is, one of the trains, they run 2 trains a day. I think this was the first day that this was the first day that they ran 2 trains that day. And one pulls into Silverton, lets off the passengers, then turns around at this track feature called a Y, goes onto one track, switches onto another, switches back onto the main track so it's turned around, because they don't have a turntable. You can't turn around the whole train, carrying all coaches. So they turn one around and it backs down to the station, and then the other one eventually comes around. Well, the second train, I think, was running ahead of schedule, or the first train was late. I think the second one was ahead of schedule. So, their first day running it of the season. So maybe coming in a little hot there. And so I see this first train turn around, gets ready to back down, and it just stops. I could just tell that the engineers, and if that locomotive could talk, they were just going, "Oh, we messed up." As they turn around, and then there's this one coming around the bend. Like the emotions that I could not see, that were not observable, but I could totally sense from everyone involved, it was just immeasurable. And at first, I didn't know that there was anything going wrong, but I sensed that. I sensed like the way that they stopped that train, which they should have still been backing up, but they just stopped to go. Are we really seeing this? Is this really about to happen? Yeah, I sensed that, and I caught it all on video. And then there was this crew guy who was right there, I think, manning the switches, and he told me that happens all the time. So I guess it might not have been unique to, you know, their first day of their 2-train operation, but if I can find it, I'll show you that. Pull up church. That's most sizable churches. You will see that. You will see that at most sizable churches. Although I did go to one, a little one that I've been to once around here, and there was this guy who was a Twitch streamer that I met there, and he was nicely dressed. He was there in his plaid. He wasn't wearing flip-flops. I think he was wearing respectable shoes, using his khakis and plaids. And the guy was a Twitch streamer. Okay, yeah, this is the video that I took when I was up at Animus Fork. You can get what I mean by the sounds of silence. You know, just that aloneness, not loneliness, but aloneness out there that I've not been able to experience anywhere else. The Animus River begins. Yeah, there's nothing out there. Cat, time Xavier out. Go on, the inverse. That's Jack's line. Jack's line. Cat, time Xavier out. Mom, mom. Oh, come on. That's Jack's line. Come on, man. Leave it for Jack. Leave it for that little guy. But I was gonna say that. Yeah. Yeah, man, and you can tell why that the Animus year-round stays at a steady 52 degrees year-round. It's just coming from melting snow water. And it just stays that temperature the whole way down. But speaking of going down the mountain, as I was up there, I was gradually going and looking through every one of the buildings, you know, gradually increasing and going up the hill, just gradually increasing the increasing altitude, you know. But I was going up there, gradually looking around, looking at every building, and then I went up the hill, gradually looking at these mine structures. Then I got to that top area where I took that video. I just sat there for a while, very calm, very peaceful. So then eventually walked down. Then, as I was at the bottom of the hill, I realized that I did not have my bandana. I must have fallen off. So I went back and kind of darted through all the buildings looking for it. I didn't find it anywhere in there, and so I just thought, well, it's not in any of these. Must be on the top of that hill. So I went right up that hill, and then found it, then went straight back down the hill. That was not a good idea. That was not a good idea at all. Filters. You know what? It might be safe to drink. No, actually, it's not. I know because someone there told me that he tried that once. Just drinking that water straight from the river. It was fine. Didn't get him sick, but man, could he not keep any water down after that. It just went. I mean, that valve that the old Irish grandma lady was talking about earlier. That valve just stayed open the whole time. He just, anything he got in him, just straight down and out. He could not keep. I think, what is it called? He called it some word which I'm not sure is a real term or not, but diphtheria, something. Urinary infection? No, I mean, there was nothing that his urinary tract could hold. You know, it just all went straight in and out. What's your problem with Steven, Charlie? What's your problem with the guy? I've been around the guy multiple times, you know? I shared a kitchen with him. I shared kitchen operations with him. He's an alright guy. What's your problem with him? But thank you, Charlie. Thank you very much, Charlie. Glad someone likes him. Yes, like Dipotherm, I don't know. Showed your face on stream, wanted to keep anonymous. Then why, how did you find your face? Did you send him your face? How'd that happen? But as I was saying, that me going right back up the mountain, back down, not gradually, looking for that bandana. Finally found it, you know, went back down. And I thought I was alright at first, but as we started driving down the mountain, I just passed out just about. And you know how I can fall asleep. You know how falling asleep is no problem for me, but this was different. This was like anesthetic, just instantly just out. Like, I had no idea. When I woke up, I had no idea that I had been sleeping. Like, it was a strong sleep that I just went out and then back in, you know? You just searched up your channel. Well, why'd you, then, if you wanted to be anonymous, then why'd you have your face on your channel? How'd you expect that to work out? Anyway, but I woke up, you know, like, there was no dreaming, nothing like that, just straight out and straight back into it. And we went to lunch right after that. We went to this place for lunch, and every time, like, I was being asked, "You alright? You okay?" No, well, yeah, I'm fine. Is there anything wrong? What's wrong? What are you seeing? And I was told, well, you look like you're blackout drunk. You look like you're about to keel over and die. And apparently I did. Apparently I looked like I was cross-nillered. But it was from that altitude. It was like, it's just like how you can't go, when you're scuba diving, you can't go back up too quickly, or unless you get the bends. Your blood, you build up, I'm not sure what it is, but your blood gets all bubbly. It's, you can't do that kind of pressure change that fast. I was up there 11,000 feet, going all the way down. And, yeah, exactly. I was going, what? How is this concerning to anyone? This is Colorado. People are high all the time. But apparently everyone there was looking at me, ready to call an ambulance or something. So I think they are used to that, you know, people coming down the mountain, just passing right out. But I started drinking water. As soon as I was doing that, I was all better, back to normal. But I started to sense what everyone else was seeing when I was trying to put my phone back in my pocket, and that was extremely difficult. Like, that was the wake-up call. I was like, the whole time I was like, what, I'm fine, what are you talking about? It's fine. And then, as I'm having extreme difficulty putting my phone back in my pocket, I'm just leaning over, I keep, like, missing my pocket, I'm going, okay, yeah, something is wrong with me. But, no, I had some people concerned, like, there was, I didn't see it, but there was some kind of perceived risk of me just keeling over and dying. Check your channel out. We'll see. Asa Lores. Ban me on the stream channel, Jax? Who's that guy? I'd like to know why Asa Lores banned you. No, dude, it was the altitude change. Going from 11,000 feet all the way down. No, dude. It was... I deprived myself of oxygen, or I don't know, the oxygen pressure change, something happened that just made me look like a zombie. I thought, if anything, I kind of looked, I might have seemed like I was just real stoned, but apparently I just looked like I was about to just die. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I can do that. It's no joke. Just like how you can't, like I said earlier, if you're diving, you're doing like scuba diving or something, you can't go down too quickly or come up too quickly, or unless your body pressure can't handle that change. And I think like your blood becomes carbonated or some freaky thing like that. But same kind of thing, although less extreme when you're, you know, above ground. But yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I was brought up there without anybody thinking of that earlier. But you know what? That's something I'm glad I experienced. I hope I didn't do any real brain damage. But again, as soon as I started drinking water, back to normal within a minute, 2 minutes, back to normal. But the thing was, I didn't even realize that I was off simming at all until then. Started noticing everybody looking at me. What did Bojangles say, Casey? Yeah, I'm looking. I'm gonna look, Charlie. Now, what did he say that for, Casey? What would give him any kind of reason to say that? Charlie, why were you worried about Steven showing your face? Is this the face that Steven showed on stream? Is that it? Your other face? You got a face like just like attached to like behind your ear or something? Got a side neck face? Check all the videos out. There are about check all the videos out. Okay, here's one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 6. 7. 8. That one. 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 That time. How many more do we have left? And last but not least, Stephen Cryer. There we go. I checked out all of your videos. At the top, I played all your videos, man. There you are. I sure did. I sure did playing it on the stream, man. But I guess that guy wasn't concerned about me. Story of me almost dying in an old time Western town diner. Yeah. Not interesting. Not interesting at all. You haven't watched one, dude? You haven't watched one. Oh, did you want me to just watch one? Well, I'll watch one at a time, so there you go. Hold on a second, I'll be back. Feeling about now like I drank some Anmus water. was a farewell to my bladder contents. It's all went. Get all something to eat in a long time. Hey, D-Man. Nate Dogg, how are you? Now, what would make you think Canada, boy? Okay, I guess we're just going to ignore that Canada question. We'll ignore the context of that. How tall am I? And next thing you're going to be asking me my shoe size. Right. Steven did better than usual. He did better than usual. Still think this is better. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Kira. Yeah, are you trying to size me up, Charlie? What kind of intel you're trying to gather from me? Man, I guess I kind of wear it on my sleeve, Charlie. Yeah, there it is. There it is, Xavier. Yeah, you know what? The mustache. Yeah, it was the mustache. I couldn't keep it hidden forever. Yeah, you cracked the code. It was the mustache. It was the mustache, wasn't it? Gave it all away. Blew that cover all out of the water. Martial arts. Dang, man, this guy, yeah, he was trying to size me up, figure out my abilities now. Anthony Joshua, I'll get him on you. What are you telling me? You're gonna send one of your goons after me? And what have I ever done that you need to get Anthony Joshua on me? Steven, you hung around with him on the street. I've been watching it. Man. You must think we're in, like, I don't know what that is, GTA or some kind of, I don't know what that is. Yeah, man, yeah, I'll be looking out for this Anthony Joshua guy. Be looking out for him, man. So, thank you for your consideration. Very thoughtful of you. So, I'll be waiting him. We'll have some tea together. Steven called me a bad word? Wow, newsflash. Newsflash. Hey, Morty. Morty, man. Mortimer. You up for some scramble? You got time? You up for some? Don't tell me you ain't up for some scramble. Doing a whole lot of yapping this stream. How do you feel about doing some spelling? I like words so much. I about put them to use. Oh. Oh man, I'm relieved. Man, relief. It was just a prank. Okay. I can breathe and sleep easy now. Anthony Joshua. Let's look up Anthony Joshua. Seems legit. Don't give me a steroid impression right off the bat. Instagram, man. Have you got it? Have you got it, man? We in MI6 or what show are we in? Instagram. Have you got it? No. Afraid not. Am I gonna be fired? Am I gonna be written off the mission? If not, more or less. I mean, that guy's doing a smile. This is more of a grimace. I'm going for the, I'm going for the 74-year-old chain smoking grimace look. Yeah. Which is the look I would have given him if we'd gone to the same place and he saw me. Use that amplifier in the back. What, to amplify myself? My yapping? Was my yapping not loud, not prominent enough for you? Okay, I can think about making that happen for you. Try that. Well, thanks much, Charlie. Thanks much. Good having you. Good having you as one of the crew. Oh, since you subscribe, that's your protection. Protected from all kind of any kind of bans. Since you subscribe, okay. I can respect that. Morty, man, Morty has gone silent. Can you imagine that? Morty has gone silent. Was that on your bingo card for this stream? Morty going silent. Yes, Morty, say something funny like, "Yes, I accept. I will play you in Scrabble." Oh, are they? Really? Very nice to know, Charlie. Wouldn't have known otherwise. I don't know, maybe his Scrabble skills have gotten a little rusty since the last time. Do you want to be cocky, what, just in general? Or what, for your internet caricature? For here, or what are you asking about? Thinking it's a good way to get you through life? What, so you think cockiness is going to be preventing you from being scared of me? Is that what it is? Hey, Morty, if you turn down the Scrabble, I'm just going to go straight to my next segment. I'm going to go straight to the next segment, and this ain't going to be looking good for you. Taller than me, how do you know how tall I am? Oh, Inverse, earlier you were asking who's yapping at me. It's Crazy Uncle. What's he yapping about? interaction he had with some deer. Some dorky deer. After you beat Stickspell at it. What are you talking about? Why do you need a preparation round? You've beat me before. Why do you need a practice round? Why do you need to just knock Stickspell out of the way and then get to me? I've been oddly cagey about this, Morty. Eight foot tall. When did I tell you I was not over 8 foot tall? Not subscribed. Well, now you can be banned since you're not subscribed anymore. Think of that. Your own rules are working against you, man. Well, don't beat yourself up too much, Charlie. I'll play Oregon until dawn. If you want to see that 24-hour Oregon stream. Yeah, Morty, this is some odd behavior you're exhibiting here. Being oddly cagey, oddly dodgy of the Scrabble subject. What's your explanation here, Morty? I'm not sure you can go around saying that, Charlie, when we've seen you. Don't even get to detail? Man. And Morty, if we get any more dead air, I'm gonna pass up Scrabble. That ain't gonna look good for you. Morty, why do you act like this every time you're put on the spot? You were the one who was challenging me at first. Now you're put on the spot. Do you think you could give us the Casey silent treatment? If you think that, then man, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. Only Casey can do that. If you were to do that, ain't the best look, I have to say. Never said you wanted. Well, there's a lot of things in life that we don't want to do. That we're called to do. But Morty, stage is yours. Spotlight's yours. We playing? We playing or not? What are we doing over here, Morty? Trying to find that one video I took. Actually, this might be it. My day's been alright. It's been alright. A little productive. Hoping that'll even improve even more. I don't know a single instance where it does cost to subscribe, Charlie. But you can't always donate. Find these people. I don't find them. Dude, start streaming yourself. Start your own stream. You'll see they all come streaming in. And I got a feeling that... I got a feeling that this kind of concentration will be even higher with your streams. Concentration of these folks. Well, Charlie, well, spending money has been known to help with that. And you got the perfect opportunity right there, man. Right there for you. Yeah, Morty. What is your problem? You had no problem with Scramble last time. What has changed? Somehow afraid to beat me again? Always playing another game. Is that so? Really? Every time. Every time. Get that spot put on him. Starting to see a similar pattern with both him and Satcon. Cold feet, well, we're not getting married, Morty, so I ain't gotta worry about nothing. So you playing? Are you playing? Because if not, I'm gonna be moving right on. Moving right on, Morty. So now's your chance. We doing it or not? Your donations will be the judge of that. Surely. Your donations will tell me all I need to know. Hey, Xavier, put on some socks. Let's play. Oh, man. I always hate when I spill some spider on the wall. It always ruins everyone's day, doesn't it? Yeah, Morty, we're gonna have to auction this off. Just cause. See, Josh knows where it's at. Josh knows where it's at, Charlie. You know, that just cause, it is a just and good cause. It really is. Hey, Sasek, instead of that, how about you and I do a cook-off one of these days? Discord cook-off? What do you say? Morty ain't gonna accept my scramble challenge? I know, Josh. I just said that. We just saw that. Yeah, Morty ain't gonna. If Morty ain't gonna accept my scramble challenge, what do you say, Sazak? Morty ain't gonna accept my challenge. Joe's gonna keep forgetting to do cook-off. You're a media. Oh, come on, dude. What's your specialty? What's your special? What's the best thing you ever made? Or something that you always that everyone can rely on you for making? I'm a mediocre chef. I ain't buying it. I've seen you make, what was it, salmon before? Looked pretty good. Don't take what personally, Morty? What? Don't take you being afraid to play Scrabble with me, personally. Don't take it as you're afraid of me. Is that what you're trying to say? Because I don't know if, can't say that's something I would ever take personally. Man, what is with these people flaking on me? Joe, Satcon, Morty, Sasak, all of them. What's going on? What is going on here? You don't have the charisma to do it on camera. You just I mean, unless you have some kind of crazy, complicated way of like scientifically, perfecting salmon or ribeyes, you just, I mean, for ribeyes, you just go flip charisma to do the charisma to put a steak in a pan or a salmon in a pan. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. Right, and then there's our distraction. Stick spell should call in. Morty, this is your second to last chance to accept or decline my Scrabble invitation. Second to last chance. Don't do anything fancy. Yeah, you don't need to do anything fancy. It's just that, Some cornbread today. I make some pretty good cornbread too. That could be something we could do. Yeah, I love cornbread. I love making cornbread. Gee, man. Come on. Are you really gonna let me be left hanging by Joe Mama, Satcon, and now you? Are we friends? Your donations will reflect that, Charlie. Yeah, Morty, why don't we just call in? Just call in instead. You're alone in this call. Yeah, I've got a feeling. Something tells me that someone knows I'm alone in this call. Not too stick enough to stream your cooking. Oh, it's like we're just supposed to take your word for it. That's good. Or no, we're supposed to take your word that you're just mediocre at it. But I do make some bomb cornbread. I like making salmon. I like making steaks. But I'm mediocre. Yeah, man. I'm not sure your mixed signals are working. Making a pasta and bread. Alright. Think you're gonna make the bread too? That sounds mighty fine. Good, good. Some people just get a loaf of bread, put some olive oil, some garlic on it. It's like, look, I made garlic bread. Not really the same. Good on you. Good on you. Good on you. Getting all that bacon experience in. I don't have much of any bacon experience. Just not how to think about bacon, especially not desserts. Not a big dessert guy. But if there's one thing I can make is a pie. if I ever do make a dessert, it's usually the annual pie, and that is good. Finally perfected the pie about 2 years ago. That and the cornbread, which usually also is an annual, sometimes biannual thing. But I need to make that more often. Yeah, I more prefer just getting to the main course, get that out of the way, and well, sometimes, well, baked goods can be main course. Pizza, um, eh, pot pie, which I don't dislike doing it, but it's not something I usually think of a lot. I used to like doing it when I was a kid, like helping my mom with doing the baking. And then after that, I don't know what happened. But yeah, you get too many powders, and I start to lose interest. You know, not saying there's anything. I'm not trying to say anything against baking. All those powders are there for a reason, but as soon as you get enough powders in the mix, my mind starts to wander. But something I can do. And takes practice. Like I said, only about 2 years ago did I finally perfect making pies after I'd been trying since about 8 years. Yeah. Yeah, 7 years. Finally got it. But that was because I just think pie is essential to have at the Thanksgiving table. And Thanksgiving gives me a reason to make it. So I did it. Grandpa was a baker. Okay. Alright, well, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. No, don't let that die out. Do not let that die out. No, I can't. Can't die out. Like, everyone, like, in, 30 years, you want people to still be knowing about, oh yeah, the Borscht family, or whatever your last name is. they're still doing that baking. You can always rely on them old Borschts. Fortunately, the same cannot be said for some people. Morty, can we rely on you to dodge our third attempt to get you to play Scramble with us? Can we rely on you for that, Morty? What do you think? Because this is your last chance. Gonna use it wisely. I'm not even telling you to accept. I'm asking you to accept or decline. You can formally do either. But again, if you just leave us hanging, that ain't gonna be a good look. That ain't gonna be too good of a look for you. I already said forfeit. Forfeit. I don't know if you know what forfeit means. There's more to. Who are you forfeiting for? It's like, who's going to be coming in your place? You got someone lined up? You're gonna forfeit your turn to your challenge to your who's it gonna be? That's not how you spell forfeit. Mothy, okay. You gonna call up Mothy for us? You gonna get him to come on over here? Of course, Mothy was your second. Of course, Mothy is your runner-up. Is he right there? You right there waiting to get in behind you? Why don't you call him? You know him so well. You know he's going to be always there by your side. He's going to take your place when you need him to. Hey, dude, if you know him so well, you're such a good buddy of yours, call him. Call him right up. We're eager to hear from him. Also, Morty, you haven't given us an answer as to why you're forfeiting. What is the reason for this forfeiting of this perfect opportunity for yourself to get 2 in a row, 2 wins in a row? How could you turn that down? What's your reason for forfeiting? You know, you had that win under your belt. You had that win. Now this, I mean, it ain't making your record look too good, man. You know, it's bringing our confidence in you down a little bit. Not too good for your image, man. My chat frozen? Nope. Inverse, why is it when I click to top chat, none of your messages are visible? What have you done to YouTube? That decided to not ban you, but give you the silence treatment. Not the silent treatment, but the silence treatment. Man, everyone's going dark on me today. Just as it got dark outside. Yeah, I'm sure the Jews care about some little guy just north of the border. Over there in his cats in his pink bedroom in his skinny jeans. getting out his hair dye, and thinking about what he's going to say to Sir Monster for the day. Yeah, I'm sure they're real invested. I'm sure they're real invested. Kanye told you? Really? Wow. Did he give you a Ferrari at least? He told you about that? Don't tell me he told you about that and then didn't think of giving you a Ferrari. Alright, Morty. Since you have forfeit Will and I your Scrabble turn. This means this is a permanent forfeit. What is this? What are you trying to tell us there, Morty? Or are you just not feeling it tonight? What is it? Still haven't given us a reason, but how long is this going to be? How long is this going to be for? You're swelling? Well, go take a chill pill. You'll be alright. Call Morty one more time. Oh, you practice more? You won last time. What are you afraid of? Just not feeling it today. So, the next time I stream, the next time I do a solo stream, will you play with us? Will you play Scramble on my next stream if I do a solo stream? Will you be feeling it that day? Again, Charlie, that little link, that little yellow link at the bottom there, or at the top of your chat, that'll give you your answer right there. That'll give you your answer. Exactly. Exactly, Morty. Okay, you would. Alright, well, we're gonna expect this. Next time I do a solo stream, I will tell you ahead of time that we're gonna do Scrabble. And if you're just not feeling it next time, that'll be 2 out of 3 chances. That'll be 2 out of 3 chances I just knocked off. And after that, we may have to think about forfeiting your win for last time. It may have to go there. Since you're already knocked off 2 chances. Well. Alright, man. Well, then I hope you bring it. I hope to see you bring it next time. Because that'll be 2 chances. Knocked right off your block. You're in dangerous waters. You're on thin ice over dangerous waters, Morty. Be careful where you step. Charlie, about this tall. About this tall. Nice try, Morty. Nice try. I'll be right back. No, this is one chance gone. This is one chance gone. He's got two more. So Morty, that should give you some time to think. That's 3 questions too many that you're never getting answered. Make friends with the spider. Spider will be your friend, Charlie. And how far in life do you think that kind of thinking will get you, Morty? Anyway, I'm not even going to be doing any mixing or nothing today. It's going to be going straight. I mean, in the midst of all this, cheers, Skull. Sorry, typing with one hand. Yeehaw, giddy up. We're Casey. And all others. Wow, that is good. That is good. Stuff's got a burn that I can feel in my ears. That is a good one. That is a good burn. Ah, Sam's back. Just in time to save us from Morty. Yeah, good to see my old gloves friend back here. Always good to see him. Keep on the gloves. Which gloves are the gloves? Encore, yes. This is real. This real encore. It's on the core. It's just hardcore. It's encore. It's beyond. We're doing. What we're doing is beyond hardcore. It's encore. Yeah, dude. No one else is doing it. I'm out here. No, you're not. No, you're not. We'll know because we have a way to call you back. We have a Morty signal. Remember, we do have a Morty signal. There, that's better. new favorite of mine. Hey, who knew I was, what do you call that? Rude brunette by extension? By extension, get it? Play a Christmas song. You know what? Ain't nothing wrong with no Christmas songs. You know what? Since I like Christmas songs so much, this was on the house. That's the wrong song. There, Morty. There, Morty. Best comment you've made all stream. Oh wait, gotta be sorry at all. There wasn't much to it. Wasn't much to it. A whole lot of waiting around for Morty. After waiting around for SatCon all day. Just had to jump into it. Just had to jump into it. It's Sunday, of course. Of course, Jonah. You know, it's a good blend. It's a good blend. It's kind of like a fade into red. Did any of you expect Jack's hair to have a red tint to it? He's part redhead. That's why I like him so much. He is part redhead. Can you believe that? I was. It was even more fun being there. That's a fun time being there always. I'll have to do it again soon, but tiebreaker cook-off is going to be at my party. I'm doing burgers, I think. That'll be the real decider. Cal, is this the first time you've noticed so far? I guess that just blends in so well. You wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known. Yeah, but I had it back here for the most part. Can't whip it. Oh, well. There we go. There we are. No, this was a greater gift than I could ever imagined. I own hairpiece. Yeah, if I ever start balding, I have a resource. I have a good resource right here. Right there on my shoulder. Let's make it a little bit of noise. Turn that off. That was Jack's closet. It has closed up quite a bit. He's got that chock full of boxes. Should I have looked in? Right, next time I'll look in some boxes, give you all an update. Just a whole bunch of boxes. It was dark in there. Would have turned on the light, but would have given away that somebody was in there. Just a whole bunch of identified boxes. I mean, for anyone really. I mean, if somebody gave me their hair as just a gift for not even winning a cook-off, I mean, that'd be the amount of respect I would have for that person, whoever they are. You know, it's such a random idea that could come from no rationally explained thought process. That's the best gift I could ever think of. I'd pay, how much? however much it would cost for you to go to rehab. So you could pay me that, and then I'll just send you over to rehab. Or to pay for your plane ticket or your train ticket over here to come work for me, Morty. The vitamins, they're actually by his, right next to his refrigerator. So, but I mean, the Ox Jones juice, that was probably in one of the boxes somewhere, but it got all defensive when I mentioned the Ox Jones juice. Started showing me his cod liver oil that I thought I would have never heard of, even though I used to take that. All of his products. I want to know what Steven's got in his hair. Because after I gave him that noogie, and my knuckles were moist. They were quite moist. They had moisture. There was a moisturous excess on my knuckles. So I want to know what Steven is putting in his hair, or not putting in his hair. And if it's something he's not putting in his hair, it might be shampoo. It just might be. Why was the oven smoking? Everyone was blaming Papa Quire, and then Papa Quire started just shifting the blame on Jack. I mean, the prime suspect was Papa Quire and his shepherd's pie. But whatever there was, I was there and I saw bits of burnt, what looked like black little French fries on the bottom, as well as a real waxy black stain on the bottom, which I believe most of the smoke was coming from. Which I think they tried to do something about, but man, I was saying earlier, they need to get some hydrogen peroxide, a loofah, or something. Scrub that off there. See the inside of the refrigerator? Oh, a Jack's refrigerator? Yeah, briefly. Yeah, and you can see the inside the door shelf when he opened it to show me the cod liver oil that I apparently had never heard of. Rematch, yeah, Kyle. Like I just said at the party, our tiebreaker cook-off is going to be here at my party. I think we're going to be doing burgers. This will be the real decider. And you know, I'm happy for Steven. I'm happy for that little guy. Finally made something that people enjoyed. Which I thought his was not too bad. It wasn't too bad. Those look moist a lot of the times. Well, his skin looks more moist than his hair does. Did not plan on touching his skin. Thought his hair would be safe. Immediately when I asked him what was in his hair, he completely deflected, went back to, so what fragrance are you wearing? What fragrance you got on? Oh, I likely will. I likely will go there again. $13 to $14. I mean, let's see, how far away? Don't mind me. A little geography check. Hold on. I mean, I've flown from here to Colorado before, and that was just, I got there in one day. I mean, I don't know what section of that state you live in. There's a lot of sections that state has. I don't know which section you reside in, but I'm assuming it's not all that different. I'm assuming, but and that is if you're fond of flying, which I'm not most of the time. If I can't drive there conveniently, I'll take the train. Which takes around 2 days, maybe 3. Check out. If not, if all else fails, you can call in. You can call in. I'll have my laptop there. Give me the floating head on the laptop. We'll just bring you around, everyone. People can just carry you around. Just have the laptop there. It's like, just throw the laptop around. Play monkey in the middle with it. A beard on his face again. He better come to the party like that. He better show up to the party like that. Howard Stevens muffins, they were good. They were there was a little bit of a, like I was saying on the stream, a floweriness to them. I was about to say earthiness. Almost a little bit of a dustiness to them. I don't know what that. It's probably all the baking soda or baking powder he added in there. A little bit of a powdery thing going on, but they were all right. You know, at least they weren't like last time. Yeah. One plane ticket, yeah. Yeah, I haven't flown anywhere in 2 years. I'm not planning on flying anywhere else. I usually stick to taking the train, but that's usually if I'm going to be somewhere for a lengthy amount of time. Train ain't that cheap either, but I see how it is. I mean, like I said again, you can just you can be the floating laptop head if you want. He only used 1 egg. Yeah, what was binding that stuff together? But if you blew on that muffin, it'll just go, just dust away in the wind. Yeah, we might have to do that with a couple other folks, like Aza. Not to get anybody's hopes up or down, but Aza might be also a floating laptop head. So that, well, you know what? We could have just like the virtual party going on my server. You could see the actual party going on while you all are having the party in the server, in the voice chat. How about that? That is, if my laptop has the juice for it. But I just gotta get in while I can. But it should be fun. I'm inviting more people than I've ever invited. Not only with the waffle folks, but also, well, just about anyone I know in person. So, I'm not making any predictions because I think just with the planning that I'm doing so far, I think all that spells out is unpredictable. We'll just have to wait and see. No, I left the cake with them. What? I'll make a cake over there and just take it with me? Come on now. Yeah, the harp always has to come around at some point. Time has to come at only 10:47. How about that? That's a slick ending time. Sliced it early. That was actually the cake that I made 2 days ago. The practice run. Still very good. Yeah, sure is, Kyle. Sure is, Kyle. Glad I can help you get to sleep, man. And then, of course, you have to hear me yapping afterwards. So, perfect. Perfect. Well, perfect, Six. It's past all of our bedtimes. Sure is. I'll make some. Go make some. We'll compare cakes. Need to show Steven, though. Yeah, we're gonna be reigniting the wave, the lemon poppy seed era. That era deserves a comeback. So does Baked Alaska. If anyone knows what Baked Alaska is. Should I go and do it? Good night to you as well, Kyle. Rest of my night should be alright. Still need to eat something other than cake. Let's see if I can stay awake that long. I've had some cake, had some Noah. And that's it for me. That's really it. That's all I could ask for in one night. But other than that, that will be it. Welcome, Luke Andrew Graham. Welcome, man. Streams are not usually 5 minutes long, so come a little earlier, see so a little bit more. Which one of your cakes came out better? Actually, I don't know. I because not sure. I think the second one came out a lot better looks wise. The one that I made 2 days ago took not a long time to cook. It cooked up and browned up instantly, actually, and it's kind of worked to my disadvantage because I need the center cooked all the way. But it ended up being fine. But last one I made was a lot better looks wise. Although took some effort to achieve the looks. But I don't know which one was better. But yes, with that, I'll be getting off here. Good night, and thank you to everyone who's watching. Luke Andrew Graham, Tori, Sticks, Virginia, Captain Kira, Kyle, Sticks. It's already said Sticks. Anniversary's still here. He's already conked out. Morty is. Let's wake up, Morty. Wake up, Morty, for a second. There. Let's see if he's still giving us the silent treatment. Why not? We'll wake up Casey, too. Wake up Casey. Oh, Casey got off lucky. This image ain't working. 3 original images. Casey got off easy. Casey got off really easy. Anyway, thank you to everyone else who's here sitting through all the yapping in the photo showcase, which I might find a way to upload some of those videos. I never got that. Did I get that one uploaded? Kind of forgot about that. We'll take a look at that one next time, perhaps. Pull it up on your phone. Okay. You don't want Casey to get off easy. It's from March. Come on, I can't give the guy a break. It's long. It's a lot of scrolling I have to do. March of last year. Yeah, there, Morty. I knew it would work. But yeah, I'll show that video I got of the 2 trains almost colliding. I'll show that next time, and I might post a couple other ones that I got to YouTube, potentially even Facebook. Pull that daring move. We'll see. I will update you all for sure. But with that, thank you all again for watching. Again, thanks to Jack and Kat for the best gift I've had in the last 2 years. I'll always be appreciating that. This thing's gonna get worn. But with that, best of nights, best of dreams, best of mornings, best of motivation for you tomorrow. To all of you. As always, don't fall too close, keep the faith, and don't take any wooden nickels.